Ever picked a watermelon that looked perfect, but tasted like cucumber water? Don't worry, after this video, you'll never make that mistake again. I'll show you how to choose the sweetest, ripest watermelon every single time, using proven tips and even a few old-school secrets. But before we jump in, how do you usually pick a watermelon? Tap it? Sniff it? Drop it like a melon whisperer? Let me know in the comments. Summer BBQs, picnics, 4th of July, watermelons are a must. But choosing the wrong one can ruin the party. And here's a fact. According to USDA, Americans consume over 16 pounds of watermelon per person each year. That's a lot of chances to get it wrong or right. Let's start with the number one trick, the field spot. Check the field spot, aka the ground spot. This is one of the most important and reliable signs of ripeness. The field spot is the lighter patch on the watermelon's skin. It's the part that rested on the ground while the fruit was growing. What to look for? A creamy yellow or even orange-colored field spot. That means the watermelon had plenty of time to ripen under the sun before being harvested. A deep, buttery yellow means it ripened in the sun and developed natural sugars. What to avoid? A white, very pale, or almost non-existent field spot. That's a sign the fruit was picked too early and didn't get enough time to sweeten naturally. Think of it this way: the yellower the belly, the sweeter the story. Think of it like a tan. The longer it sunbathed, the sweeter it became. Pick it up. It should feel heavy for its size. Watermelons are over 90% water, so the juicier it is, the heavier it should feel compared to its size. What to do? Grab a few similar-sized melons and compare their weights. The one that feels the heaviest is likely the juiciest. Why it matters? A heavier watermelon means more water and sugar inside. If it feels light or hollow in your hand, it could be dry, mealy, or underripe inside. Rule of thumb: when in doubt, choose the heaviest one. Knock on it, use the sound test. Yes, the knock test is real, and it works surprisingly well if you know what to listen for. How to do it? Use your knuckles and tap the watermelon firmly. A ripe one will sound deep, full, and hollow, like a low drum or a thump. A ripe watermelon sounds hollow, not dull, like a drum with bounce. Flat sound? Flat flavor. What to avoid? If it sounds flat, dull, or dead, it might be underripe or overripe. Also, overly soft areas or mushy sounds are a red flag. Farmers use the sound test all the time, but it takes practice. So don't be shy, give it a gentle thump next time. Tip: compare a few watermelons next to each other. You'll quickly start to recognize the good sound. You've seen people tapping melons at the store like they're in a jazz band. But what are they actually listening for? Look for webbing or sugar spots. These are the brown, spider web-like lines or patches that may look like scarring. Don't worry, this isn't damage. Why it's good? These marks are signs of heavy pollination. The more pollination, the more sugar the fruit tends to develop. Bonus: dark brown sugar spots, tiny sugary-looking dots or scabs, are also a good sign. They indicate that the melon has started to leak sugar through the skin because it's so sweet inside. Weird but true. Ugly on the outside can mean sweet on the inside. Look at the stripes. A sweet watermelon often has high contrast, dark green stripes against lighter ones. That's another sign of ripeness. More contrast equals more maturity equals more flavor. It's not 100%, but it's a solid hint. Inspect the stem, aka the tail. The stem, or the tail of the watermelon, tells you about the moment it was picked. What to look for? A dry brown, curly stem is perfect. That means the melon ripened fully before being harvested. What to avoid? A green or firm stem may look fresh, but it means the watermelon was picked too early and might not be sweet yet. Think of it like a plant's life cycle. A dry tail means it completed its ripening journey. Bonus: boy versus girl watermelon myth, truth, and how to spot them. You've probably heard this one before. Some swear it's a myth, Others say it's the ultimate shortcut to a sweeter melon. Here's the breakdown. Girl watermelons are rounder, with a flatter bottom, belly, and a larger brownish, round field spot. They're often sweeter, have more sugar, and even fewer seeds. Boy watermelons are more elongated or oval, with a slightly raised bottom and a smaller, tighter circle at the base. They tend to be more watery and less sweet. Fun fact, most watermelons on the market come from male flower stems, so finding a true girl is a bit like winning the produce lottery. But if you're looking for that sugar-sweet flavor, round with a flat, wide belly is your best bet. Quick picker's tip: want it sweeter? Go for the round, flat-bottomed one with the bigger field spot. Where to shop for the best watermelons in the US? Farmers markets, often the best choice for fresh, local, naturally ripened melons. Roadside fruit stands, common in southern and rural areas, and usually very flavorful in peak season. Major grocers, Costco, Whole Foods, Walmart, Trader Joe's, Kroger, good if you're shopping in season, May, August. Pro tip, ask the staff if the watermelons are locally sourced. That's a bonus. Best time to buy. The US watermelon season runs from May through early September, with mid-July to late August being the absolute peak. Off-season watermelons are often imported and picked early to survive shipping, which means less flavor and sugar. Summer sun equals sugar in your melon. Common mistakes to avoid. Choosing based on shine dull skin is better. Shiny might mean underripe. Ignoring the field spot, this is one of the best indicators. Picking based on size only, bigger doesn't mean sweeter. Refrigerating it before cutting, this slows ripening. Leave it at room temp until ready to slice. Final checklist, your perfect watermelon should have a deep yellow field spot, heavy for its size, a deep hollow thump when tapped, brown webbing or sugar spots, a dry brown stem, symmetrical shape and firm skin. Let's talk. Have you ever picked a perfect watermelon? Or a total disappointment that ruined your picnic? Drop your stories or tips in the comments, and let's help each other eat better melons this summer. Want bonus tips like how to store, cut, or make watermelon recipes? Let me know, and I'll drop a follow-up guide. Don't store your melon in the fridge whole. Leave it at room temp. It continues to develop sweetness. But once cut, refrigerate right away. If you thought this was cool, go ahead and hit that like button. Maybe subscribe for more weird but awesome hacks.